I didn't shed a tear when the flatline replaced the sound of Rosalind's beating heart. I didn't break down, I didn't fall on my knees. I simply stared right at her, her shut eyelids covering her amber-colored eyes, eyes that I always just labeled golden. I didn't let go of her hand, and its loosened grip on mine, as I sat there, staring. The world gave me Rosalind at a time I didn't know I needed Rosalind. It was in the midst of fall almost a year ago. I was sitting on my favorite bench in my favorite park, writing in my favorite journal, with brown leather covering and a compass engraved on the front. I wrote of the world from my own point of view. I found the world to be very beautiful when all modern problems are set aside. In the way the leaves turned autumn, and floated gracefully onto the ground like feathers. In the way the birds sounded, and the last bits of warm breezes in my hair that slipped through the chillier ones. I closed my eyes and took a breath, and felt a gust of wind beside me. It blew the leaves across my face, covering my face. I laughed to myself as I brushed the leaves off of me, and revealed to myself a girl across the way. She was sitting on the bench just right across the path through the park. Brunette wavy hair, her porcelain skin, rose cheeks, and the most stunning, amber-golden eyes I've ever seen. She was wearing a tan trench coat, and black leather high-heel boots. I froze in my seat as I stared in awe. She was how I saw the world, she was beautiful. To this day, I have absolutely no idea how long I was staring, but it was long enough for her to notice me doing so. She leaned forward and tilted her head slightly to her right, squinting her eyes a little bit. She then took her hand and waved it like how one does to check if someone is conscious. A little smile arched from her mouth. I snapped back to reality after being in my little dream state. I rubbed my eyes and quickly buried my face back into my journal and started scribbling nonsense. Slowly, the sound of footsteps started to approach me, and I cringed at myself. I looked up. "Hi," she said. Of course her voice was just as beautiful as she was. How smooth it was, but also raspy at the same time, her tone was captivating. "Oh, hello," I mumbled softly. She smiled, "You know you got quite a staring thing going on there." I felt my face turn red, as I burst into a flame of apologies. "I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened, I was just zoning out and I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, that wasn't any of my intention, I am so sorry." She laughed, "Calm down, I wasn't coming over to scold you. I came to compliment your journal, the design is pretty cool. Where'd you get it?" I released the tension of my shoulders, it was a going-away gift from my mom before I moved out. I don't really know where she got it though. I stood up. I was only a head taller than she was, as her head was in line with my chest. She stuck out her right hand, and I stuck OU.